Hello everyone. Donald Trump. I read in the news that Donald Trump is withdrawing US troops from Nigeria. If you have been following me, I warned people in one of my videos that America is not in Nigeria to protect the interests of Christians. I know this thing I'm saying is going to hurt a lot of people. They are not going to believe me. Following the deployment of US troops in Nigeria, did the killing of Christians stop? In fact, kidnapping became worse. When Donald Trump bombed terrorists in Nigeria, some people around me were of the view that the bombing was going to be sustained, that it was going to be a very brutal assault on terrorists. I told them no. The United States of America does what is in the interest of the US. They don't even care whether you're a Christian or a Muslim. Do you think the United States of America hates Muslims? If that was the case, then why do they have a very good, robust diplomatic ties with countries in the Middle East? America does business with Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is not a democracy, and America never asked Saudi Arabia to democratize. But when they come to Africa, they say democratize. Do this, do that. One US president, Ronald Reagan, he was very, very unequivocal in his submission about US foreign policy. He said, America does what is in the interest of America. Former US Secretary of State, in the person of Henry Kissinger. Kissinger, he didn't even hide it. He said, to be friend with America, I'm paraphrasing now, is dangerous. And to be US enemy is fatal. So, when America is coming to your country, know that America is coming to protect American interests. Now, Trump has achieved what he wanted. So he's removing his troops from Nigeria. The Nigerian government has given him what he wanted. I know the people we have in charge of Nigeria, I know they are not going to put up any resistance like that. Say, no, Mr. Man, any concession you ask for, we are willing to make. Take whatever you want from Nigeria, but allow us to remain in charge. It's as simple as that. Trump is highly transactional. That is one thing people need to know. He doesn't care whether you're a Christian or a Muslim. That man is after his interest. When the wife of the president visited the US, there were even allegations of the government of Nigeria bribing a company in the United States of America to lobby the US government. I don't have the fact, I'm only saying. Don't quote me on that. But there was a time I had something like that. I can only relate because when the allegation of Christian genocide started in Nigeria, there was a lot of pressure from the US government on the Nigerian government. Pressure was much, a lot of pressure. But all of a sudden, the body language of the United States of America changed. Following deployment of US troops on Nigerian soil, we thought they were coming to take on the terrorists head on. We were mistaken. All of a sudden, we started hearing something like, we are here in an advisory capacity. We are going to collaborate with the Nigerian army. Really? So I believe that the government has made the concession that Donald Trump wanted. So he is now on good terms with this government because he got what he asked for. Our leaders will never tell you what they do behind closed doors. I want you to understand that. It was just a case of the US government trying to beat the Nigerian government in line, like an erring child in need of stern admonition. We have to make the Nigerians to submit. They are doing business with those trying to remove the US dollar as a reserve currency. Nigeria is getting too close to BRICS. It is about preserving the supremacy of the US dollar. For people who follow politics, geopolitics, there is a body called BRICS, that is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, that have come together to try to see how they could circumvent US sanction and do international business without the US dollar as the reserve currency or the currency for international trading. So America sees that as an affront on their sovereignty. So they are going after each of these countries. The protests in South Africa today, there are dirty hands behind that protest. Iran is also a member of these BRICS. Iran is having problem. There is war in Russia. India recently, the US government, as part of their war with Iran, they bombed Indian ships. A lot of sanctions and tariffs by Donald Trump. You think the man doesn't know what he's doing? Causing intentional disruption to the global supply chain, creating confusion here and there. Donald Trump is doing all of that to stop China, to stop BRICS. That is what he's doing. So he came to Nigeria to intimidate Nigeria, telling Nigerian government, look, don't do business with China. Don't join BRICS. Follow what we tell you. That is all. He's not there to protect Christians. So it's not my intention to prolong this video. That is all I have for you in this video. I just want you to know, open your minds to try to follow pattern, geopolitical patterns, and understand how things work at the international level. For the Christian viewers in Nigeria, I would love to say to you that you're on your own. The earlier you try to protect yourself, the better. Do everything you can to protect yourself. The vulnerable Muslims in Nigeria, do everything you can to protect yourself. Those destroying Nigeria, they have the support of dangerous foreign organizations and countries. So you have to be smart and do the needful. Thank you very much, and I will see you again in my next video.